Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you for clicking to watch this video. So this is like a part 2 of the how to use Retin-A without irritation, and this is basically how to get the most out of your Retin-A cream, how to use it and get really good results. And this is whether you're using it for acne, you're using it for hyperpigmentation, you're using it for texture issues. You know, I thought to make this video because I wanted you guys to get the best out of your cream. You know, apart from that, I hear a lot of people say that Retin-A didn't really do anything for their skin, and I feel like you might need to tweak it a bit. You might need to adjust your routine, adjust the things you do to get the best out of it. So if you would love to hear me talk about these tips, please keep watching. All right guys, so my first tip would be that you hydrate your skin, and this is the time when you incorporate essences. Like your skin is going to be super dry, so this is the time when essences, hydrating serums, your really occlusive moisturizers might serve you better. Like you're going to feel like your skin is glass waiting to crack, you know. So you really want to incorporate hydrating products as much as possible in your routine, and as much as possible you want to keep your skin balanced. Hydration is essential for the proper functionality of your skin, so you don't want your skin to go through a period where it is struggling, you know, it is struggling to function optimally. Look for products right now that have hyaluronic acid, polyglutamic acid, snail mucin, sodium hyaluronate, beta glucan, basically ingredients that would boost hydration as much as possible. For me, when my skin was really dry during that retinization period, when it was really dry and tight, I bumped up my normal hydrating toner to using the Hada Labo, which is more like a serum kind of toner. You know, I basically bumped up because I knew my skin needed it. I could feel my skin needed it. So I basically started using that. I also layered skincare products. So I would use a toner and then layer it several times just so that my skin doesn't dry out as much as possible. This is the time when you also want to incorporate ingredients like ceramides, because they help to boost your skin's ability to retain moisture, right? So ceramides really just boosts your skin's barrier, you know, and prevents moisture loss as much as possible. And to be honest, a very good serum to use within this time is the Great Barrier Relief. I found it really helpful because it has ceramides and other ingredients that mimic your skin's barrier. Like your skin would basically enjoy using your thicker serums, your more hydrating products during this period. All right guys, so if you're using Retin-A for any type of hyperpigmentation, you're using it for anti-aging purposes, I would say that you use along with other brightening ingredients. And this is basically because Retin-A would do really well to brighten your skin, but if you want better results, you want more enviable results, let me just put it that way, you incorporate ingredients like niacinamide. I'd mentioned that in my previous video that I will link up here. You incorporate vitamin C, AHAs. This basically boosts the effectivity of tretinoin to actually brighten your skin. You know, the truth of the matter is, one ingredient can only go so far. Two, they push each other. Do you get? They boost each other's effectivity. So I would mention that after your skin has gone through the process or the period where it has built tolerance to your skin, you actually start using other ingredients that can brighten your skin. So like I mentioned, you could use tretinoin and all these ingredients alongside after your skin has properly retinized, or you could just get a serum that incorporates all the other brightening ingredients in it. One of the serums is Rejuva. So Rejuva has tretinoin, has niacinamide, has vitamin C in very good quantities, like in very like in very high quantities that are proven to really help reduce hyperpigmentation and fade it out, like fade your dark marks. Alright guys, so my third tip would be that you switch to a mineral sunscreen, and this is assuming that you actually are using sunscreen. If you're not using sunscreen, whether you're white, black, blue or gray, you need to start using sunscreen. This is basically because your skin is going to be much more sensitive to the sun now that you have started using tretinoin. And this is whether you're using tretinoin to solve your acne issues or hyperpigmentation or texture, whatever. You need to start using sunscreen, and you don't need to use a chemical sunscreen. Just skip on all those. You need to use a mineral sunscreen. This is basically because mineral sunscreens give you better protection. Their UV filters, that's zinc and titanium dioxide, and iron oxide, are more stable than your conventional like chemicals UV filters. So you really want to switch to a mineral sunscreen. Ever since I switched to a mineral sunscreen, I have noticed that my skin, the hyperpigmentation areas of my skin isn't as what's the word now, activated as when I was using a chemical sunscreen. In fact, to be honest, I just switched completely to a mineral sunscreen once I started using tretinoin. Now the thing is, it's really hard for people of color to get a mineral sunscreen that doesn't leave a white cast. Trust me, I know the troubles, but this is the time when you want to pick one or the other. So you want to like weigh your options. Would you rather get a sunscreen that protects you, or you go with a mineral sunscreen that doesn't have a white cast but your skin gets darker with exposure to UV rays? Do you get? And although I mentioned that mineral sunscreens, you know, it's hard to find one, I know there are a few, but they might be very pricey. That's the thing. I currently use the Cosrx Shield Fit All Comfort Sun. It has titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, and it leaves a slight white cast, but I noticed that the white cast fades during the day, and to be honest, I don't mind. I just really want to maintain my skin's complexion as much as possible, so I don't mind whether it leaves a white cast initially, but I realized that it fades out. Another sunscreen you can use is the Purito Comfy Sunblock. I don't know the names, like the complete names. That doesn't leave a white cast. It leaves a slight, very minute white cast that might not even be noticeable to you. But I just stick with the Cosrx one. I know there's the Supergo. Supergo has a really good mineral sunscreen that you can use. I know Elta MD has a mineral sunscreen that you can use. So basically my point here is you need to switch to a mineral sunscreen. Okay? Alright guys, so my next tip will be that you practice sun avoidance, especially if you are in Africa. It is hot all year round. You can't, because you're using tretinoin, you can't expose your skin anyhow to UV rays. And this is basically because there's so much that a sunscreen can do, to be honest. Let's be very honest. Especially during the hottest hours of the day, there's so much that your sunscreen can do. So as much as possible, avoid the sun between 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you cannot, this is the time to bring out your wide brim hat, your face caps, your umbrellas, you know, so that the sun is not hitting your face directly. I will also say, if you're out during this time, as much as possible, seek shade. Let me just tell you, everything that tretinoin has done, the sun will reverse with extreme exposure, with continuous exposure to the sun. And you really don't want to do that. You want to maintain your results. You want your results to, like, you want your skin to only get better. You don't want it to go back to step 1, and then you are still figuring how to get to step 2. And then when you get under the sun again, it moves back to step 1. So as much as possible, practice sun avoidance. If you cannot, bring out your wide brim hats, your caps, your umbrellas. Like, this is time to not be ashamed. Bring out your umbrellas. I literally do that when I'm going out. I use an umbrella and nobody can tell me anything, you know. And if you are constantly out, seek shade as much as possible. Okay, all right guys, so if you're using tretinoin for texture, you want to combine with AHAs as much as possible, because they, like, AHAs literally exfoliate the surface of your skin, and this is after your skin has retinized. Please don't use it while your skin is still building tolerance. You would very well irritate your skin. And when you introduce AHAs back into your routine, start with smaller percentages. Start with 5% glycolic acid, start with 5% lactic acid, you know, and use that. And then just slowly introduce these exfoliating acids back into your routine if you're using it for texture, because AHAs will basically just really get rid of all the peeling, you know, and would really boost the smoothing effects that Retin-A has basically done to your skin. So as much as possible, what I do is I interchange. So I might use tretinoin today, and then tomorrow I use AHAs, just so that they are complementing each other. All right guys, there you have it. Those are my tips on how to use tretinoin to get the best results. If you have any tips, please leave them in the comment section. I would love to learn, and I would love to read any tips that you use to boost the efficacy of your tretinoin. Please leave them in the comment section. If you have any questions as well, please leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed, and when you do, please turn on the notifications so that you are notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you once more for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.